Howdy all, Big Country here with Big Country Survival. Alright, so here's part 4. Yes, I have a hat. I have a new hat. But anyway. Here's part 4 for my 5 guns for prepping video series. I recommend you watching 1 through 3. It gets into some more detail, right? But anyway, here's a brief overview because it's been a week or so since I've done a video on this. Let's see. Number 1 is a good pistol in a common caliber. First gun you should get. Number 2 is a 12 gauge shotgun, or a 20 gauge, or a 410, whatever the biggest shotgun you can handle is. And number 3 is a semi-automatic rifle that is either magazine or clip fed. Let's see. So, number 4 is a good bolt action deer rifle, or a good deer rifle. It doesn't necessarily have to be bolt action. It could be a lever action. It could be, it could be a semi-automatic even. But I'm talking a deer rifle. I'm talking something like a 308, like a 300 Weatherby, etc. Granddaddy's 30-30, etc. Why do I recommend this gun? Why is it so far down on the list? Okay, I recommend this as number 4 for hunting. 1, predator control, hog control. You live in places that have feral hogs is an issue, but predator, bobcat, mountain lion, coyote, stray dogs, etc. Predator control. So that, hunting to some degree, and it can be used in a defensive situation from a distance. It can be used up close too, but your guns before that really shine in that regard. It is more of a range weapon, snipers, things like that. 308 used to be, considered a sniper round. Got them off. I don't know how it got stuck to the table there. I don't know. Here's why it's so far down on the list. Plain and simply, you don't typically need something that can reach out and touch somebody at 500 yards in a defensive situation. Now, would I rather fight someone at 500 yards than at 100 yards? Absolutely. But the fact of the matter is, especially in my area, most of the shots I'm going to have at anything are going to be 100 yards or less. Most of your shots, most of your defensive fighting is probably going to be closer than you would require, a more ranged rifle, right? And more than likely, you're not going to need something like that in a defensive situation. Is it possible? Is it? Yes. But the fact of the matter is it is not as possible, as you're going to need something that you can take out accurately You know, you're not going to need something that you can put multiple rounds on target, like, you know, something from an AR, an AK, right? You more than likely you're going to want more rounds than more distance. You know, and people say, well, why not just get the best of both worlds and get a AR-10 or, you know, one of the you know, semi-automatic, you know, military-style rifles, whatever, that are in a 308. Well, plain and simply, I can carry a lot more 223 than I can 308. That's why. That's why. That's it. I mean, really, if weight was not an option, or it was not an object, I would get an AR or any rifle in 308. I would. You know what? I like 308. I like, you know, I like high caliber rifles. Okay. I like, you know, you know, freaking, I'd love to shoot a 50. But anyway, I can't afford to own one, much less shoot. But do you see where I'm coming from here? More than likely, I'm not going to need 500-yard accuracy. No, I'm going to need 500 rounds and 100-yard accuracy. That's what I'm getting at. And, okay, you know what? We got some time. Let's go ahead on into number 5. Number 5, the number 5 rifle, or gun, I should say, that you should get for SHTF is going to be a 22 long rifle. I don't care if that 22 is a single shot, a bolt action, a lever action, semi-automatic. I don't care. Get you a 22 long rifle. Now, what is its purpose? Alright, it's for killing things that you can kill with it, rather than using, you know, any of your other guns. Because 22, the benefit of that is it's cheap compared to other rifles and other ammunition. You can pick up a lot more 22 than you can just, you know, any other ammunition, right? So it's good for that. Now, I have been getting led by the Father, and yes, I'm bringing religion into this. Okay, I'm a Christian, whatever term you want to put on it. If you don't like it, leave my channel. That's fine. That's fine. I mean, you don't have to stick around, you know, if it bugs you that much. But anyway, so I've been getting led by the Father here lately, to stay away from, you know, swine and things that are forbidden in the Old Testament, the Torah, right? The Levitical food laws. That the more I read, I don't think they went away. And that's a different discussion for a different day. But the fact of the matter is, since I can't personally eat anything that has a pad on it, on its foot, you know, possum, squirrel, raccoon, groundhog, I can't eat it. 22's out. I mean, it's number 5. It's down the list. That, and it was number 5 on the list before that even, for the simple fact that there's nothing that I can kill with a 22 that I can't kill more effectively or with more versatility than other guns that are on the list. For example, a 12 gauge shotgun. Okay, I'm going out squirrel hunting. What am I going to take? I'm going to take the 12 gauge shotgun and I'm going to throw a couple of rounds of double aught buck just in case, right? gonna load my shotgun up with birdshot, and I'm gonna keep, some double-aught buck on the side there. That's what I'm getting at. All right, a 22 is not a good defensive round, and people say that, oh yeah, I've heard people try and make this argument that, well, it's, I mean, if you get shot with a 22, I mean, a 22 can be used in a pinch as a defensive round. I said, well, yeah, 22 probably could be used in a pinch as a defensive round. Sandpaper could probably be used as a substitute for toilet paper in a pinch, but I don't really want to try it. I really don't. So it's on the... Why? I'd rather have a different gun. Okay. And why should you have it? Like, let's move on to the positives. Why should you have it? One, ammunition is light. It's a good killing possums that try to get in your chicken coop kind of gun. It's a good plinking gun for entertainment. It's a good training gun. The ammunition is cheap. The benefit, I mean, there are a lot of benefits to 22, and it is on the list. It's just at number 5. Like, I'm not saying don't get a 22. I'm saying you've got 4 guns that you should get before you fool around with getting a 22. Now, this is my opinion. If there were any 2 that I think could be swapped around, it would be number 4 and number 5. You could argue up and down for both of them. And if you were not of the same religious persuasion, maybe you think that a 22 is a better option than a deer rifle. Maybe. Alright, 4 and 5 can be swapped around for various reasons. I'm not going to look down on anyone who decides to go, to mix that around, right? That's my opinion. I'm just no hillbilly from the hollers and hills of West Virginia. And, as far as this is concerned, that's what I am, alright? And I look at things, and I look at the world from a preparedness mindset, and a Christian and conservative, and, kind of that kind of mindset, and that's where I'm coming from. So maybe you're coming from somewhere different, and maybe you have a different opinion on this, and that's fine. And I invite you to respectfully give that opinion on, give that firearm opinion. Say, hey, I really think instead of number 4 being this, it should be that. Alright? I'm fine with that. And give me your reasons, because I'm learning too. Alright? You're learning, I'm learning. We're all trying to better prepare ourselves and understand this. We're all trying to figure this stuff out. Alright? And your perspective might be different than mine, and it doesn't mean that you're wrong. Alright, you just have a little different perspective on this. Alright, and then before you get to thinking I'm just like a little hippie or whatever, there are some things that you can actually be wrong on, okay? But in my opinion, what the first gun you should get is something that is so subjective, you're not going to necessarily be wrong on it. Alright? That's me. I hope you enjoyed this series. I know I kind of enjoyed talking about it. I enjoyed making it. And I hope y'all have a good one. Have a great day. A good weekend. God bless.